You don't give them all the belly button fucking. You let them get a taste. Spoil them with it at the end. That's how you.
What do you think? Yeah. You know, you hear about women go ass to mouth, right? You know, you pull your dick out of their butt and they put it right back in their mouth. Yeah. What about going belly button to mouth? Like, what do you think it would taste like?
Damn. You think ass to mouth would be the worst possible thing you could do, but belly button to mouth.
Oh. I'd much rather lick an asshole than a woman's like real gross.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, because there's been that whole undercarriage thing. You'll just hit defense, up, down, up, down. But the belly, no one ever goes full belly button.
Yeah, there's not like
really spread it. Get like in there. Try to get that little dollop of sweat that you can see hiding at the bottom and lap it up. Get it. A little bit of grit in there and a hair or two. Oh, you never know what's
dilators that use that gynecology offices.
Oh yeah, let's get it wide. Yeah, and there's in those gross pornos like that, there's always an overly enthusiastic male guy there. You know, the male porn. So he's like, yeah. Oh yeah, look at that asshole spread wide. And I'm just imagining it with her belly, but yeah, let's dilate that. Yeah, let's get that wide open. Yeah.
I hate it when they get too medical.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh, and he's like pulling it as far apart as he possibly can.
And they're saying like, but also silly stuff like, hand in the cookie jar, hand in the cookie jar. just it doesn't make sense, but they're there, you know.
That's disgusting. I love it.
Oh, it's awful.
Oh, it's horrific. Yeah. Yeah, and the belly button versus asshole debate, if it's someone whose belly button is capable of being moved to that extent, then chances are the asshole's was long ago been blown out.
Yeah, that's true. Most girls, if you're willing to go down on a girl's ass, she probably wouldn't have a belly button you could go even more than an eighth of an inch into.
Mutually
exclusive. Gonna happen.
What about some kind of body modification that would allow such a thing?
Yeah, well, I'll discover that one. I haven't seen one of those yet.
I would like the woman to somehow have some sort of a pouch installed in her belly button. So you know, well, when you take the auto blow apart, you've got this inner part that's just like a little bag made out of the fake flesh material, and it's filled. You know, at the end, you've got a bag full of cum that you have to go inside out and wash out in the sink. But what if you surgically inserted one of those into a woman's belly and used the orifice of the belly button to fuck it? I feel like we're on the verge of some sort of
some kind of
abstinence in schools right now, and I think belly button fucking should be what we're teaching.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah. I know there's lots of religious girls who will like the first time they have sex, they have butt sex because they don't want to lose.
That is common. Yes.
It is common.
That's all the time. And you know what else is common? Those horribly obese children that we talked about before, they will soon be of prime premarital sex age. So we need to introduce them to belly button fucking. They seem like prime candidates for it.
Yeah, this is the first time in history where there's been a ton of... This is the biggest Venn diagram in history where the is huge of disgusting fat people and the youth. You know? For once, that's the same. Like those concurrent circles.
Yeah, see where that came.
Yeah, right. And there's belly button fucking designed for this spot right there. It's where they need to be.
That niche area.
Yeah.
God, I wish we'd made the Wings Redemption porno. Like people talk about us not coming through with ideas, but it was the greatest ideas were the Wings ones that didn't.
It's gonna make $6,000, right?
You're gonna make
$5, I think.
$5, yeah. So our friend is quite overweight at the time. Let's call him 425 pounds, something like that. Wow. And in general conversation on this show, it came up. You know, would you do a porno for this?
He was in debt at the time.
Wow.
And he at some point I basically I was like, would you do it for this? Would you do it for that? It's one of those things where you're like, would you suck a dick for this? Would you suck a dick for that? And finally, I got him to admit, yes, I would star in a porno for $5,000 cash. And so the skills started moving.
Well, he needed some money at the time.
And Woody found a fan or somebody who we made it happen so that he was going to be in a porno, $5,000. He's going to fuck a hot chick, and he just backed out of the whole thing. But I wanted.
Oh man,
I was like, oh, this would be great if we had her on porno. Like
that's also semi-life ruining.
Another fun thing about this guy.
Yeah.
What would a porno hold him back from that he's not already held back?
We're missing out a important thing. He is rumored to have enormously large testicles. For some reason, apparently he's got a pair of bowling balls hanging down there, or softballs. You know, let's keep it in perspective. So, I can't die without seeing him.
A lot of times that rumor can happen because fat guys have. Now we talked about my 600-pound life and how they don't have to blur out the naked bodies because the fat fills up like this whole area. So a lot of times they'll be in pants and people think, oh, he's got giant balls. But meanwhile, they're talking about like belly or pubis fat.
Well, no, we got scrotal fusion occurs.
Yeah, scrotal fusion.
Yeah, where just all the skin around becomes ball sack. You know, where it just kind of molds into it. Yeah, the body is stretching so much from the fat that it just borrows skin from the scrotum and slowly it encroaches. No, this doesn't happen. No, this isn't.
I'm totally learning, like in a medical sense here.
Some story I never heard was a woman was laying on a couch so long and she was so fat that her flesh like fused with the weave of the couch. And went in between the little weave of material, and she became one, like Brundlefly with the chamber. When he came out, it had part of the chamber on him. Yeah. And they had to cut the wall out, the EMS, take her to the hospital with the cushions, and then try to figure out how to get her off of this fucking couch. How does that physically happen?
I can, that almost happened to me when Breaking Bad first hit Netflix.
A lot of time watching.
It happens. It happens a lot.
I understand that, but when your ass fuses with the cushion.
Yeah. Do you think it's read about day, like it's such a slow build that one day she just went, and then she's just like, well, this is reality now. This is my life. I am have to get an IKEA-otomy in a few years to get this fucking couch off my ass.
If, let's say, a week before it fused, she pulled, would it have, like, ripped some ass off of it or something? Like, when did it actually become, this is part of my body now, and not like, I've ripped half my ass off with the couch?
Yeah. At what point when she stands up, does the couch come with her, or does she stay with the couch?
Yes!
I think you have to imagine, like, raw, moist skin and flesh that's
like
just
a tapioca pudding skin.
It's raw and disgusting, and it's healing to the fabric. I heard there was a woman recently who was fused to her boyfriend's toilet seat. She had been in his bathroom for two motherfucking years. He said that he asked her to come off the toilet many times, but she said she liked it in there and refused. He would feed her, give her all her meals on the toilet. House. You know he wasn't fucking her because how do you fuck a giant bitch stuck to a toilet? Why is he allowing her to stay in his house? You stay on my toilet for more than, 2 hours, and I'm calling somebody for you.
That's the perfect crime, though. You know that nobody's going to come wrestle you off of a toilet where you could be mid-shit and then force you out of the house.
I will forcibly make you get off my toilet.
I don't even understand how you can grow into a toilet seat. With, like, the porcelain. Like, the couch makes sense because there's little gaps where it feels like material.
You got to think about this a little bit. Now just imagine an enormous ass, right? One as big as two couch cushions, compressed onto a toilet seat. Well, the flesh goes around and then connects to itself. She had like fused to herself with a toilet seat in her ass. They had to remove the seat from the toilet, and she had to take it in her ass to the fucking hospital.
I once saw a car crash into a tree, and then the tree grew around and encompassed the car.
Right.
Yeah. I've seen it with a bicycle.
Like that.
Finds a way.
Except trees are beautiful things in nature, and she's an abomination. The toilet seat.
Just like the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. We came full circle. I love it.
Do you think that they should take those people to the hospital, or if you have grown into a toilet and you now live there, that's your residence? Do you think they just throw you on that?
You see a dog all splattered on the highway
and take you to the dump,
just dump you off at the city dump
as they're screaming, leaning on their toilet. What are you doing? What are you doing? And then they just tip them into one of those car compactors, hearing the shattering porcelain and their awful, rancid, rotten